willy-nilly. I appreciate it. You got this, Lula. We believe in you. Well, guys, just you guys have to be my Twitch alerts now. So if something happens and I haven't called it out yet, you guys are the ones who are going to have to help me with this. How did you learn how to cook all of the things? I went to culinary school. Murderman, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the convoy, mother trucker. Toot toot. Thank you so much for the support. Yes. Oh my God, this is super exciting. Whew. Okay, so we're starting on dessert first, only because cheesecake takes a long time to cool down. So we're gonna have to figure that one out first. We're gonna make our cheesecake. We're gonna bake it. We're gonna let it cool off, and then it's gotta be in the fridge for like an hour and a half. So we gotta do that right now. That's going down first. So we're melting the butter for our graham cracker crust. That's gonna go into our little cups that we're making for peanut butter. It's gonna be a peanut butter cheesecake with chocolate banana pudding on top, and it's all gonna be inside of a graham cracker crust. And then, like, just right on top, we're gonna put some whipped cream. So I'm waiting for this to finish. And we can switch views really quick. There it is. I'm just waiting for that. That's going to take a while. Remember, you're just going to want to do some gentle heating. Oh my God, chocolate, peanut butter, and banana. I'm in heaven. Hashtag fat girl heaven. Yes. Can you send me some in the mail? Well, I do give away cookies every once in a while in my stream. So I just gave away a batch of cookies. Oh my God, is that the hand of God? Yes. Yes, absolutely. All right, so just waiting. Come on. So as soon as that's done, it's going in here. We're going to mix it together very, very thoroughly, and then we're going to pack 4 cups of this muffin tin. I've used my muffin tins for everything else except muffins. I think I've used my muffin tin for muffins 1 time, but I've used my muffin tins about 10 times. So 1 in 10 chance of actually getting muffins out of my muffin tin. Go me. Now I'm making peanut butter cheesecake in here. So we're going to do that. Literally everything you cook has me over here with the drools. Well, thank you, Stay Good. I appreciate that. I went to culinary school to be a baking and pastry chef, and I graduated as a baking and pastry chef. But I learned how to cook because my mom taught me how to cook. So I had home cooking background already started, and had already practiced home cooking for a good long time before I went to culinary school. So what culinary school did is basically kind of let me refine my home cooking, so it kind of even gets better. So that I tell people, now I'm telling people this all the time. So now I can proc +2 food, or proc, what is it? Pristine food instead of just making regular food. Does that make any sense? I knew it. I married a pastry chef. Nice. Where did you go to culinary school? Virginia College? No. I went to one of those diploma mill places. We're almost there, fam. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little impatient. I went to the Art Institute in San Diego. 2-star quality recipes. Yeah. Well, there are things that you do while you're cooking that you can, take the extra time to kind of make correctly on cooking, that's going to let you kind of proc, in gamification terms, have you proc better food. Does that make sense? My wife went to Collin College in Texas and then 1 year at Johnson & Wales. That's actually pretty neat. That's actually really neat. Is this like a brand or something? Pristine Foods? No. I just mean like in terms of gaming. If you play World of Warcraft or any sort of MMORPG and you're given a profession like blacksmithing or leatherworking or cooking, and sometimes in some of the MMORPG games, sometimes you have the chance of like randomly procking you just made that chess piece, that leatherworking chess piece, but now you had that small chance of bumping it up a couple of item levels and making it even better. So that's what I'm kind of talking about in terms of cooking, is that sometimes you'll just make it just right, that it just kind of bumps up the quality, and you got a dessert +2. Nobody. They wanted me to charge me like $50K for like basic graphic designs. I was like, I'll be okay as an insurance broker. Lulaboo, you better cook than Nomi. Who's Nomi? I don't know who this is. Nomi is in Dalaran, World of Warcraft. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I'll just play Hearthstone, I guess. I don't get it. That's okay. Alright, so our butter is pretty much done. I'm just gonna roll that around a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna let it cool off a bit and kind of stay here all stationary like for a second because I don't want it to get too hot. I am after all using a glass dish, so I don't want that to get crazy. DJ Knight, what's up, sir? How are you today? Isn't Tally your husband? No, Tally is not my husband. He is my boyfriend. What's up, DJ Knight? How are you today? Welcome, welcome to the channel. I'm just going to let this melted butter cool off a little bit. I really don't want it to burn. I really don't want to get too hot when I put it into the graham crackers. I'm eating a Subway sandwich. Would you consider it healthy? Really depends. Did you put a lot of sauce in the Subway sandwich? Is there a lot of bread in your Subway sandwich bread? I usually have to hollow out the Subway sandwich bread in order to make it healthy, and that means not using sauce and maybe light mayo. I'm awesome, Lulaboo. How are you? I'm doing really good, thanks. I'm making some graham cracker crust because we're gonna make some peanut butter cheesecake, and then we're gonna put chocolate banana pudding on top of that cheesecake later. So lots of good things. Lots of good things happening. Oh, I need a spatula. So we have the melted butter in here. We're going to have to incorporate that melted butter all over to our graham cracker. So we're going to make this do. What this do? Chick Drummer, thank you so much for subscribing for 24 months in a row. My CLR browser doesn't work, so Twitch Alerts is borked. So I'm doing this by myself. So if you have just followed today, thank you so much for the follows. You guys are pretty awesome for wanting to follow my channel. I appreciate it greatly. You're pretty cool. So the one thing you want to check for your graham cracker crust is that you kind of want like a wet sand texture, and then when you crumple it together, it stays together. So I don't have enough butter in here. I definitely do not have enough butter in here, so I'll have to do this again. Your puppy to come is going to love you the most. Don't tell Tally because of the food you're going to make / spoil her with. Oh, I don't know, man. Since you and Talman are gymming and such, who eats up all this delicious food? We give away the food. So we don't necessarily keep it in the house all the time. We give the food away. You know, I have people who live nearby. Let's see here. DeCarter WWW lives nearby. I have neighbors. Call Paula D, we need more butter. I know, I got to get some more right now. Worried. I hope I have enough butter. Okay, so I should have enough butter to make everything I need right now. Yeah, our dog is going to be named Onyxia, or Ani for short. So obviously, if this graham cracker crust stuff is too dry, so I gotta, you know, I have to go heat up some more. So here we go with that. There's that right there. Lula, have you ever been to Alabama? Unfortunately, Sagan, no, I've never been to Alabama. My mommy says I'm cool too. Oh, that's awesome. I bet the DeCarter eats well. Yeah, when he comes to the house, I like to try and feed him. Usually we go out to eat, but yeah, you know, we do the best we can to kind of, yeah, what is it? Kind of accommodate everybody. I'm like super duper, oh, excuse me, sorry. Yawning right now. I'm just trying to wake up. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I've been trying to set this up all day. I've been kind of taking a look at, like I said, camera angles. So we're working on a kitchen cam, but except it's not very... kitchen cam is getting there. It doesn't hold the whole kitchen. Obviously, you can't see the whole kitchen. So, like, my sink's right here, but my stove and my ovens are this way, and you can't see them. So, I have to find a better view. I don't know what to do. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. Lula face cam. I know. I'm working on it, guys. I just. It's not ready, so I don't want to keep doing it on the regular. But I will have to do that camera when I have to roll out the pasta, because it's the only way that I can show you guys how I'm rolling pasta. So, because there's only so much you can see on a vantage point like this, that I just kind of want to have a different, you know, camera angle so that we can kind of see stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, face cam! Wow. Yeah, I know, right? I had no idea Lula had a face. Oh God, Lord. Lula face cam with GoPro. Oh my God, wait, what? It's not a GoPro. Alrighty, so, but, you know, thanks, I appreciate the support, you guys. I'm just trying to make sure this butter melts. Got it. Alrighty, so let's do this take two. I'm not going to put the entire butter on here this time, because I don't think I'm going to need all the butter. Actually, I think I might need all the butter. We'll just take it in here. Twitch, let's be able to choose webcam. Thanks. Yeah, oh my God, imagine if that was a thing, that like you guys were responsible for changing camera angles. That would be sweet, right? Like you guys are the ones who can like do your own camera angle setups and your own stove cams and your own face cams. Like you'll be responsible for your own up close face cam, or your own up close granite, or up close stove cam, you know, or kitchen cam. That might be a thing. Go somebody put that in the Twitch suggestion box right now. Fuck, you making homemade pasta? Gotta be here for that broadcast. That's today. I'm doing that today. So I'm just trying to get this out of the way. I'm trying to combine my butter with my sugar and my graham crackers so that we can make some nice graham cracker crust. It's taking some work though. Remember, you gotta find like a wet sand texture. Still not there. Still need more butter. This is it. I'm using less of this one right here. So it looks like I've used about 4 tablespoons of butter so far. So like I said, I've been eyeballing this, and it's just kind of the way that I have to go about and do it. Guaranteed every stream would be butt cams. Oh my God, right? That'd be crazy. Why? Oh, butt cams everywhere. But anyway, as a gamer, when do you get a butt cam as a gamer? I can see it as a cooking streamer, or I can see it as creative, because you know you're sitting there and you're just kind of working weird, odd angles. But a butt cam as a gamer, that'd be weird. Butt game too strong. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I'm excited too. I've never made something like this before, so this is going to be very, very new for me. It's going to be very, very new for me. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But yeah, ever since, like, because, you know, Razer gave me an extra webcam, thank you, Razer, I'm using the Stargazer for my cam, for the granite cam now, which kind of gives it a better quality. And I'm using that third webcam that was my granite cam, is now going to be my kitchen cam if I can figure it out. I just gotta figure it out. Oopsies, this one's too hot. This one's too hot. Oh my God, I made this too hot. Sorry, I overheated it. I wasn't paying attention. Alrighty. Okay, let's take that much for now. Are you in love with Tal? You two really seem happy interacting with each other. It's so good to see. Well, I mean, if we weren't happy with each other, we wouldn't be, you know, living together, spending time together, if that's what you mean. Like, if I wasn't happy with Tally, I would not be around you guys. I'm not gonna, you know, have a dishonest love relationship. That would suck. Alright, so come on, please tell me, God, we got it. It's just almost there. So last of this should be good to go. Jay Doran, thank you so much for the 19-month sub in a row. Jay Doran, thank you so much. 19-month resub. I appreciate the support. Please, chat, just show some love to all the new subs, resubs today. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this, okay? I always hope, and I always truly do hope that you guys, you know, learn stuff from when I do this, because I don't want you guys to be sitting here. And I'm glad that you guys are entertained, and I'm glad that you guys, you know, tune in and show up. What I'm very grateful for is that if you actually learn something and make it yourself. That is my ultimate goal. That is the reason why I do this. I want to show everybody that cooking is not intimidating. It's not hard. It's cooking is awesome, and it's so good and so very rewarding. How can you not be happy with Tally? He knows how to treat a lady. I'm not gonna lie. I had a girl just making sure he isn't keeping you against your will. Wink, wink, wink twice if you're his prisoner. Oh my god. All right, so we're definitely there. So look at this. I'm putting the graham cracker up on the side, and it's staying on the side of the bowl like that. That's kind of what we want. That's exactly what we're looking for. And we're gonna get started on that right now. Come on in. Oh, non-stick spray. Is Narmoon Lula? Wait, what? I haven't heard from Narmoon in like a year. Cooking is awesome and quite calming for me. I agree. So we're gonna take 4 cooking cups, stick them with non-stick spray because I need these suckers to pop out easily. Alrighty. So we have our non-stick spray, or you can use butter, you know, whatever. We're gonna have our nice base on the bottom. Put in some graham cracker crust. You know, pat it down on the bottom. I like to have a nice heavy bottom full of graham cracker crust down here. So that we have a nice bottom support. And then we're just going to keep packing it onto the side. Like I said, I want to raise it kind of high because we're gonna have both cream cheese and chocolate pudding in here, so we got to make sure that we can have enough high enough cup ratio to kind of take care of that. So here we are doing this. Damn, that's a lot of non-stick spray. Yeah. Yep. That's normal. Okay, so we're just gonna go all the way around. So make sure we have like all sides covered here. We're gonna do the best we can. This is an experiment. I'm literally making this recipe up today. So we're taking components that I already know how to make. I already know how to make, you know, cheesecake. I already know how to make, you know, a graham cracker crust, and I already know how to make pudding. So you kind of, you know, take those and kind of piece it all together, and you go from there. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully I have enough for at least 2 cups. I just want 2 graham cracker crust cups, and that's all I really want. Oh my god. I've always made the joke that Narmoon was held captive in Tally's basement because he was trolling too much. Oh god, imagine that. I love butter. Does that make me a bad person? No, not at all. I love butter. You know, margarine's actually not that great for you. If you're gonna, you know, use margarine, just use butter instead. Rumor has it that margarine is only 1 molecule away from butter. I'm sorry, from plastic. Who knows if that's true or not, but I'm not gonna take that chance. And plus, you know, all natural ingredients, man. Butter, man. Butter makes everything taste better. Just moderation, y'all. As Miss Paula Dean likes to say. Okay, so we got this. This music is though is on point. Well, thank you. Truth, butter greater than margarine, even on a cardiac standpoint. That's good to hear. Okay, so let's get started. I think it's just going to be 3 cups because I don't think I have enough for a 4th. We'll find out right now. I think we'll be able to, we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, no, not. Definitely only 3. That's fine. Like I said, I'm just winging it. I'm not measuring much. Don't worry, everything else that I'm making will be measured. If you are a subscriber, first of all, thank you so much for the new subs. You guys are pretty awesome. Second of all, if you were a sub before today, then you should have already gotten a sub mail with the recipe of the Swedish meatballs that I'm making today. I decided to make this, you know, cheesecake thing kind of out of the blue, and I'm kind of praying to God that I make everything in time because I have raid tonight, so I'm shooting for finishing at 4:45, 5 o'clock, so I better hurry the fuck up. Alright, so here is our graham cracker crust. It's ready to go. I'm just going to stick the rest of what I have here left over and just stick it into the rest of these cups because it is not worth it trying to make another one. So we have the nonstick spray, so we can hope to Bob that we can have high enough cups that we can just stick our cream cheese and then our cream cheese stuff and then our chocolate pudding stuff. Alrighty, I'm going to turn on the oven at 350 degrees. So oven is preheating to 350 degrees. Now let's get started on some basic ass cheesecake recipe, okay? Now I forgot I don't have sour cream, so that's going to be a little bit of a hiccup, but not too much of a hiccup. It's not going to be that crazy, so that's what this is for. Alright, so make sure you soften up your cream cheese because this is what's going to help out here for this. Yes, I really like that you're sending out the recipes. I'm trying to do the best I can for that. Small batches harder than big batches per my wife. Small errors magnified with small batches. Agreed. So props for doing this live. Yes, I am taking a major risk doing this live because I had to scale down a shit ton of recipes. But that's okay. Alright, we're going to take 4 ounces of our softened cream cheese. So that's half this package right here. In case you guys didn't know, cream cheese is a custard. And then what classifies it as a custard is adding 1 egg to your cream cheese mix. We're gonna assume that was 4 ounces. So half a packet of cream cheese, because you know, I try to make it, it's like I said, it's just me and Tally. I'm not gonna sit here and make large batches of cream cheese cheesecake stuff. Gotta wash my hands, give me a second. I wash my hands like constantly. I feel like I should make this an emote, a hand washing emote, just because I do it so much. Because I kind of care about not putting in, you know, crap into my food. You know, if I accidentally like pick my nose or something, I won't do that. I don't do that. Okay. So we assume Lula is your real name. What is Tally's real name? Joseph? What? Tally's real name's Roberto Garcia. That's totally put out there out in the open. So I wrote down a recipe for the cheesecake base. So I'm gonna need 1 egg, 1 cup of sugar, and I'm supposed to have half a cup of sour cream, but I'm gonna replace that with peanut butter. And I think I have Greek yogurt. Yup, I have Greek yogurt. We're saved. Saved! So, Greek yogurt is probably a leaner option to sour cream anyway. So here it is, Greek yogurt. Still gives you that tangy, you know, taste. And it's it doesn't have any sweetener in it, so it's traditional plain. Greek yogurt is the shit, man. Alrighty, half cup. Thanks, sweetie. Alrighty, so this is for the 1 cup of sugar we're going to put right here. This is for our half a cup of Greek yogurt. Since I don't have sour cream, I totally forgot it at the store, but I still have this in the fridge, so hooray for small favors, right? So there it is. So to me, that means equal parts cream cheese to equal parts Greek yogurt / sour cream, because they both are half a cup, 4 ounces each, whatever. Try some lemon juice and zest in there. Well, if I'm gonna have peanut butter, I'm not gonna put the lemon in there. This makes me feel like I'm in an elevator. Yeah, well, you know, this is supposed to be nice and chill music, so you guys can, you know, relax and sit back and unwind. I've had a couple of people at TwitchCon tell me that they get real baked, and then they sit there and watch my stream, which is like, props, guys. Shout out to my bud friends out there. Woo woo. Alrighty, so let's get that peanut butter in there. And the 1 cup of sugar. Thank you. Throw some Brian Eno on for the background. Hello, Knox. How are you today? Lula, are you spying on me? How did you know? Saying about what? This music? Oh. Alrighty, so let's see here. 1 cup sugar. Wow, that's a lot of fucking sugar. I'm gonna go for half a cup for now, and then I will taste test it later. I think we're gonna go half a cup of sugar for now because I feel like 1 cup is way too much. Let me go get the peanut butter. And we need vanilla. Vanilla, bases of flavor for all the things. So we're putting in a little bit of vanilla. Now I use vanilla bean paste instead of vanilla because I found this for $10 at Williamson-Sonoma, and I thought it was a really good deal. Because vanilla bean tastes infinitely better than regular vanilla, French vanilla. I feel like vanilla bean paste is better. All right, so I'm gonna say 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste because, like I said, we're working with small amounts. So we're gonna go with 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla paste. Just 1 more gloop. You're good to go. Alrighty, so I could do half Splenda, half sugar. Absolutely, you can replace the sugar absolutely with Splenda if you wanted to. Greek yogurt is already a leaner option that we're doing at the moment. A lot of people use stevia, which is totally valid too. Alrighty, so stick that in there. Oh, and we need peanut butter. So I'm gonna kind of hold up on the peanut butter on half a cup. I'm gonna say 1/4 cup of peanut butter first. We're gonna taste it and then we're gonna do it again. So I'm waiting until the very last minute to add the egg because I want to be able to taste test this as we go along. Oh, I need a little bit of salt. Salt, just go with it, okay? It's a flavor enhancer. We're not dumping salt. We're literally going to add a couple of sprinkles of salt as the flavor enhancing agent. We need that salt in there, I swear. Okay, so we're gonna take about 1/4 of a cup of peanut butter in here. We want that peanut butter flavor to really come out for the cheesecake so that it can incorporate with our chocolate pudding and, you know, kind of mesh together well. Sorry. Peanut butter, it's real good. Alright, so I'm gonna bust out Oscar the Oster blender, my trusty blender. Okay, I'm back. Lula, who were you saying that thing to you earlier? Is there someone there with you? Yes, my boyfriend Tally is here. You guys don't know who Tally is?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Shut up, buddy. You're fine. So I'm here. My boyfriend's getting ready to go to the gym in the background. He streams on Twitch too. His name's Tally. He's right behind me. Say hi, honey.
Hi.
There you go. So he is currently hosting me because he just got finished streaming. And so he decided to host me, which is why my viewer count jumped from, 50 people to 1,300 people is the reason, Tally's the reason why. Thank you, honey. So we're gonna plug in my trusty blender here, Oscar the Oster blender. Now I said before I add everything else like the egg, I wanna make sure this is okay. I wanna use crunchy peanut butter, but it's not gonna work here really well. Roberto Garcia sounds like a drug lord.
What kind of racist shit is that?
That's racist, right?
The most common fucking name that's just fixed.
Chick Drummer says to thank you for hosting her last night. Tell him to run a Mod Plus 5 with me when he gets back and I'll sub to him. What? You could add Chunky if you want. Who the hell's this towel guy? Alright, so I'm trying to smooth out our cheesecake base here. There's still a lot of chunks in here. Hank is me. I'm Hank.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Hank's me. That's me. They call me Hank when they don't call me Lulaboo. Is that guy from South Park? Yes. How did you only have 50 viewers? This is an equally awesome stream of a different context that's still laid back and fun to watch. Well, I appreciate that. You're about to make me get up and get a full spoon of peanut butter. So I'm just waiting for the lumps to kind of go away right now. I've made way too much cream cheese base. But if you were making it for like 4 to 6 people, this is the perfect amount of cream cheese base. But I did not make enough of this stuff, but that's okay. I have a plan, you guys. Alright, so we gotta do a taste test to make sure everything tastes good. You're right. You know what? Whoever said lemon zest, you are absolutely correct. Needs it right now. Because sometimes when you have flavors in your baking and pastry stuff that are too strong, I don't have lemon zest, but I have a couple of drops of lime juice. Sometimes when you have something that's overly when you have something that you're making, especially a pastry, and it's overly sweet, sometimes you can kind of add a brightness of flavor, lighten up the overall, overly sweet flavor of your baked goods by adding a little bit of brightness, and that brightness can be lemon zest, lemon juice, any acid really. Yeah, that worked out really well. Whoever said that, thank you. We're gonna add, and it actually brought out the peanut butter flavor too a lot. So good call, whoever said that. That's okay. Pour the extra in the ice cube tray and freeze it. Cheesecake drops. I don't have an ice cube tray. Yeah, it tastes really good. Needs a little bit more peanut butter though. So it's gonna be more than a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I'm gonna say 1/3 of a cup of peanut butter. Because we're making this recipe up as we go along. I will have to write down all these ingredients that I'm writing so that we can do stuff. Also, remind me to take pictures because I need to take pictures for my food vlog. Welcome back, honey.
Found the crunch bars.
Oh, holy shit.
They were in the trunk.
Whoops, we still had we were looking for some.
And then the rest of remember the fan, the viewer that gave us all the Hawaiian stuff?
Yeah, you found it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I gotta take a picture right now. Oh, so one of our viewers from Hawaii ended up giving us a bunch of cool stuff.
Well, this was Steve's.
Steve gave that to us. Yay, Steve. Thank you, Steve.
And then the other viewer that was from Hawaii.
Yay! I'm so ready to eat that.
Oh, yeah. Hula Girl Cookie Collection.
Hula Girl Cookie Collection. So we're gonna eat all these later.
It's like a dancing chick on a cookie.
I love it. They look like a black and white cookie with a hula girl on it.
It's like you're eating her out.
It's, what? It's like you're eating her out, he says. So I'm gonna take a picture. Alright, gotta take pictures. Pro tip, don't eat things from viewers. It's a huge safety issue. I mean, they're sealed in the box, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, seriously.
They're still sealed. Don't worry about that. Thanks, honey. Okay, so let's check this out. Yeah, got the full peanut butter flavor that I wanted. That lime juice definitely brightened up the flavors and kind of brought out the peanut butter flavor a little bit more. Some people have tried to poison big streamers. Are you fucking serious? Damn, that's crazy, man. Alright. Moving on. The oven's already ready at 350 degrees. Be right back. I grab some hydration. So we're gonna grab our cheesecake stuff. And I just realized I don't need that much, apparently, on the cheesecake front. And it seems like this is too thick. The peanut butter is actually thickened up our cheesecake base. Don't be alarmed. I'm trying to leave enough room to put some chocolate pudding on top, so I'm just gonna fill them up about 3/4 of the way. So usually on a regular cheesecake, if you use regular cheesecake batter, it's just gonna go right in. But because we have peanut butter, that kind of makes it very difficult, because peanut butter kind of keeps everything around, if that makes any sense. Hungry disclaimer. Yes. This is my disclaimer. Oh yeah. Oh my god, egg! Holy shit. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Forgot about the egg. It's okay if we have graham cracker in here. It's fine. It's just extra flavoring. Just extra flavoring. Let me add that one egg in there. Because we need it. Like, it won't turn into cheesecake without the egg. That's what needs it to make it more runny. Thank you so much for the reminder. Don't worry, we're gonna cover that up. Y'all try to make fun of me. Yeah, lack of viscosity is because I didn't have my egg. I already know it tastes good. So the egg acts as our binding agent. It's gonna keep our, as the egg cooks inside the custard with our cream cheese, it's gonna, the coagulation that eggs go through when they get cooked is going to be binding together our cream cheese mixture. So now it's definitely more runny. That's definitely what we wanted. But I gotta do this really quick. I'm gonna scrape the bowl. Forgot to do that earlier. Kids, scrape the bowl. This is how you proc a +2 cheesecake. Lula never makes mistakes. She just figures out how to not make things that way next time. That's right, that's right. Man, that poor egg just got murdered. You didn't deserve that. Hey, man. The egg is dying for a good cause, okay? Right now it's definitely more runny. It's definitely gonna be better. Yep, look at that. Now it's definitely gonna take up all the space that we need. Alrighty. I wish I would have made more cups. Oh well. So we're gonna bake these off, and they're gonna not take a lot of time to bake since it's not one giant dense cheesecake, and it's actually a lot of little, you know, cups of cheesecake. Because of that, this is not gonna take a lot of time to bake at all. So, looks like you need more graham crackers. Ah, man, I made this many, but no one's gonna eat it if I make it. I guess I can hit up the neighbors again. They're already sick of my shit. All right, so I have an idea. We're just gonna bake it off anyway. You wanna know why? Because we can take cheesecake chunks. We're gonna take peanut butter cheesecake chunks and we're gonna turn them into something for a dessert later. So remind me, this might actually end up being a smoothie in the future. So we can make nice chocolate smoothie with chunks of already cooked freaking cheesecake in there, peanut butter flavored. So these are souffle cups. I'm gonna put some nonstick spray in here, so just so that they, you know, don't stick too much. Just imagine how cruel this is. She's squirting chicken embryo. And yes, exactly what it is. Okay, baby chicken embryo. Where the hell do y'all live? I need to move closer. Shit, I'll take food. Alrighty, so we're gonna take our nice little, you know, cups of, what is this called? Souffle cups. We're gonna fill these up. We're gonna bake them off as well. Leave room at the top because they will rise a little bit. Not a lot, but they will rise a little bit. So leave some room at the top for you to kind of like, here we go. So I have a place to rise somewhere because we did put a lot of air in here. By whipping it up with the mixer, so that's gonna, you know, there's air bubbles in here in this batter that we have. The cheesecake will more than likely crack, so we want to do the best we can to minimize cracks in our cheesecake. That means beating our cheesecake mix in a low speed. All right, we got most of it out there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to make the meatballs, and the meatballs have to freeze for an hour. So we're going to make the meatballs, and while the meatballs are freezing, we're going to make our fresh pasta. So that's what's coming up next in our pipeline here. Hang on a second. I have to scrape the bowl on this one to kind of get every little bit of cheesecake out. About as good as it's gonna get, really, truly. Okay, that's not pretty, but we'll make it pretty. It's cool. Alrighty, so they're not very evenly in size, but that's okay. The last time I had a neighbor give me food was Christmas Day in 2008. They brought over a plate full of sweets, so I made them a tray of fudge. Oh my god. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Alright, so we don't need this anymore. Thank you, Oscar. You are awesome, my man. Alright, so peanut butter cheesecake check. So what happens with a cheesecake is that it's usually cooked in an ice bath or in a water bath. I don't really have a water bath. I mean I could. Yeah, I guess we can do a water bath. I guess we can do a water bath. I'm just worried. Love your nail color. Thank you. Alrighty, we can do a water bath. We'll figure it out. So we have this. That's not going to fill up the water bath very much, but we'll give it a shot. So it's supposed to fill it up halfway through. I don't really have a way to fill it up halfway through. So these guys are not getting water bath. These guys can get a water bath. We'll give it a shot. It's something about cooking evenly, but I mean, we don't really need it right now. We'll see right now. I make crustless pumpkin pie in a custard cups. Same recipe as my pie, but some family members try to avoid carbs. I totally get that. I love pumpkin too. That's my next thing, is that I want to take a can of pumpkin puree and I want to puree all the things. All right, so the oven's at 350 degrees. I'm just going to leave it like this. We don't really need a water bath unless we were making a giant dense cheesecake. Since we're having them just in the cups, it's not really as necessary. Especially since even if they do crack on top, we're throwing shit on top anyway. We're throwing, what is it, chocolate pudding on top, so it's not that big of a deal. Assuming this all comes out okay. Well, this is good. I'm watching Lula make food and I'm eating already dinner. Some noodles. Oh, that sounds so great. All right, so can you see? Wow, these white biscuits are looking like white porcelain. Well, yeah, these are porcelain condiment cups. This is graham cracker stuff. So I'm gonna try and make this work here. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here so you can see something really quick. You know, oven stuff, that's all I can say. Okay. We need a time on the clock. We're going 7 minutes. 7 minutes on the clock is what I'm going to go for now. I feel like since they're a small amount of... Hi guys! I feel like since it's a small amount of custard that we're using, it's not going to take a lot of time for it to bake. So, that being said, let us clean up and reset for Swedish meatballs. Yes. Oh, let me put away Oscar the Oster blender. So I'm one of those people who clean as they go because I don't want a huge mess at the end of my cooking stream. So I need to put stuff away in order for me not to have to clean up later on tonight right before my raid, because I got raid tonight. So if I clean up now, I don't have to clean up before raid. Do you play WoW? Yes, I play a Resto Druid in WoW. I have raid tonight. I have to heal tonight's raid, which is why I have to do this faster. I have to go faster. So let's go faster. Alrighty. I'm just putting some stuff away that I don't need. Okay, where's my knife? Just a quick one of these. Alright, so I'm going to cut up a bunch of onions and garlic. That's all I really have to do. I have to mince up some onions and garlic. About 1/3 of a cup of onions, about 2 garlic cloves are going to get minced up. And that's going to be our kind of a flavor base for our Swedish meatballs. You know, when you're sauteing onions and garlic, it's always a good thing, right? It's always a good thing. Lulaboo, how are you? How did you and Tally meet? My sister introduced us, and he lived in New Jersey. I lived in California. Still live in California. He moved to me. So yeah. Alrighty. So my eye level is 847. Man, don't be rude. Anyway, I'm a Swede. Can I come over and check the Swedishness? Sure. We're starting the Swedish meatballs right now. So Swedish meatballs are half. Oh, okay. Swedish meatballs are part pork, part beef, from what I can tell. At least that's what I'm going with today. Part pork and part beef stuff. Okay, so here's our garlic, onion. Going to. There's something I want to try for the onion problem that I have. You guys have never tuned in before. I have a problem with onions. Every time I cut an onion, it just always freaking makes my eyes rain. And I can't. So I want to try something that I saw while I was creeping another cooking channel. So I'm just peeling my onion real fast. So we're going to need 1/3 of a cup of minced onions. Now I definitely want to mince it, especially since Tally's not a fan of, Tally's not a fan of onions, so I do the best I can to not have it around. So we're gonna mince the crap out of some onion right now. I mean, this is not how I usually cut up an onion, but I'm just doing this right now. It feels right today. I cut onions 2 different ways, so it really depends on, do I want to go proper, do I want to go lazy? Today I'm going the lazy route. So I'm cutting the onions in the smallest dice that I can muster right now. And then from there, I'm just going to continue to chop it down as I get down farther. Nope, did not work. My little tactic of not cutting the root did not work. Okay, so we're gonna cut down all these onions. This is the most sloppiest job I've ever done chopping onions, so don't judge me, please. Give me 1 second, you guys, while I just sit here and macerate these. Oh, hang on. Oh, I can't. I have a problem with onions, you guys. I can't chop up onions without tearing up. I've tried everything under the sun to try to keep my eyes from not getting so crazy watery every time that I chop onions, and nothing has worked so far. I've chewed gum, I've had water nearby, I've had, fresh onions, sharp knife. Okay, so here's our 1/3 of a cup minced onions. You can measure it if you want. I'm just eyeballing it. One of the things about home cooking stuff is I just usually eyeball shit. Okay, I'm good. This thing carries the onion particles away. What? Some people say freeze an onion, some people say microwave an onion. How the hell would chewing gum work? I don't know, oh shit. Okay, well, 1 garlic clove flew that way. Let me grab another one. These are unacceptable. The rest of these are unacceptable. Okay, so 2 garlic cloves is what the recipe calls for, so just kind of squished the garlic so I can peel it real fast. And since we're mincing the garlic anyway, it's not a big deal. So I'm going to cut out the ends real quick. Oh, there's the 7-minute mark. Let me check out the cheesecake, okay? Sorry. Oh, you can't see the oven. Never mind. My bad. Alright, they're still jiggly. They're way too jiggly. So I'm gonna timer for 10 minutes because they are definitely not done. They're super duper jiggly. Alrighty, so cut out the ends of our garlic, and then we're gonna mince the crap out of these. You can always already made pre-minced stuff if you want for the garlic. It's up to you. Personal choice. I like it fresh. I know I shouldn't be scraping my knife like that. I don't care, it's my knife. We got this, you guys. We're gonna make some Swedish meatballs. The flavor base, of course, being onion, garlic, milk, if you can believe it. Breadcrumbs for more deliciousness factor as well. Breadcrumbs, of course, help hold in some juiciness. I've never heard of meatballs with a milk base in them before for flavor, which is crazy to me. So there it is. Lulaboo, what kind of chef knife are you using? This one I believe is a Mercer or a Vibronix, I can't remember. But it's one of those two and I bought it off of Amazon. Did I? I can't remember. Milky meatballs, right? Breadcrumbs, heathen! Use slices of bread. I don't have bread in the house. I do not own bread in my house, unfortunately, so that's kind of off the table. Wild Lulacam, right? Alarms tilt me. Yikes. I have a little chili powder in my eye, and it seems to always forget about the onions burning my eyes. Oh god, I'll never do that. A DK just ran up and stole one of my mobs in Stormheim. Then I spam flooded the chat with emote macros, and she DC'd. Mid-fight, I got my mobs back. Feels good, man. Alright. Alright, so we got the breadcrumbs. We're gonna need minced onions, got that. A quarter teaspoon of allspice, which is very surprising to me because allspice? Allspice? Any Swedes out there? Is allspice legit a spice to use? Like, is that for real, you guys? Hang on, I gotta get it out of my cupboard. I got like a shit ton of spices. I gotta hunt for it. Okay, should be fine. I know allspices. No, hang on. So I have a giant bag of, those spices that come in a bag. I have a giant bag of Ziploc for it. I'm just sitting here trying to find the one that I have the whole allspice with. I swear I thought I had allspice. If not, we're just gonna wing it, you guys. I am so okay with winging. Here it is. Allspice. I gotta crush it. I gotta put it in there and I gotta crush it myself. Alrighty, we can do that. It's a quarter teaspoon allspice. Yeah, I have curry powder, I have oregano, I have mint, I have spearmint, I have dill, rosemary, I have garlic powder, I have cloves, I have cumin, I have turmeric, I have, let's see here, cayenne pepper, I have coriander, I have chile del árbol molido, which is ground hot peppers. Okay. I have to find my one kitchen tool I was not expecting to use today. My grinder. I have a grinder somewhere. A spice grinder. Please God, let me find the spice grinder. I know I have a spice grinder. I know I've used it already before. I just gotta find it. Okay, well I found the bottom. I found the bottom of the spice grinder, not the top of the spice grinder. I'm not too worried about it because I've made do before. Like, I know what I'm doing. Damn dudes, damn dudes. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I just don't keep them together. Keeping them together would be ideal, right? So here's my spice grinder. We're gonna stick a couple of allspice pods in here. Bean grinder for sure, medicine bowl. Alright, so we only need a quarter teaspoon, so I'm not gonna put too many in here. We gotta put enough that'll actually grind out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go really fine. Hang on a second. The lights, I can't see the lights. We're gonna go fine setting, and it says 4 cups. The lowest I can make it. Hang on a second, let me mute the microphone. This is not even close to a quarter teaspoon, so let me just add a couple more. You know, freshly ground allspice, best allspice. Alright, hang on a second. There it is. Yes, I have a loyalty points program. I'm actually, that's another thing I have to add to the list. There it is. Our spices ground up nice and, you know, neat and fine. I should keep these together next time. Okay, so we only need a quarter teaspoon allspice. Oh man, I barely got it. Alright, so let me put this in a container. Allspice. Need a little bit more, I didn't exactly fill up the top. So apparently allspice is in freaking Swedish meatballs, who would have thunk it? Alrighty, so that's that. So we also need, what is it? 1 teaspoon of salt. Let me go get that out. I finally got a new salt shaker, thank the Lord. So where's my teaspoon of salt? There it is. Teaspoon, salty salt. Alrighty. 1 teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of pepper. It's supposed to be white pepper, but I don't have white pepper, and I didn't feel like buying a spice just for the white pepper. You know what I'm saying? Why does it say I've been timed out? If you link a link, it accidentally times you out. Or you get, so there's my quarter teaspoon of pepper. It's supposed to be white, but we're gonna do black. And that's our spices, I believe. Half a cup of milk, 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce. Wait, what's going on, guys? What are you asking about? If you guys have any questions, please let me know, because I'm here to know, you know, for you guys, for your guys' sake, to make sure that you guys kind of understand cooking, and so you guys feel less intimidated about cooking. So we're gonna know half a cup of milk, liquid measuring cup, of course. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just say Worcestershire sauce. Alright, so there's the half a cup of milk. I gotta figure out where to put that sauce. I know I have it. I've used it. I just gotta find it. Found it. So how much of this stuff? Got it. Oh, I know about cooking. I just made chicken nuggets. Nice. Hang on a second. Okay, so this one's ready. We have our 3 cups. It rose, obviously, so I filled it a little too much up still. So you're looking for a slight jiggliness in the middle. This one doesn't jiggle at all. You can't see any freaking jiggle on this one. So I kind of overdid it. Whoops. It's okay. Once it sets, we'll be fine. But at least we have our cups, and that's fine with me too. I hate frying it so loud, taxi bro. Wait, what? Anthony Bourdain is coming out with a new cookbook on the 25th. Really? What are your favorite cookbooks, Lulaboo? Fox. I like Alton Brown's cookbook. I need 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce. And that's going in the milk. Frying can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Alrighty, so there it is, Worcestershire sauce. In with the milk. And then we need 1 tablespoon of butter. And then we should have everything we need. Oh, and I'm sorry, I need 1 cup breadcrumbs, but I'll pick that up in a little bit. I don't need that right now. We'll do that in the middle. We'll do that in a little bit. Thug Kitchen, obviously. Oh my god, I keep hearing about Thug Kitchen. Who's your favorite celebrity chef? I'm gonna say Gordon Ramsay is my favorite. His cooking book is my favorite as well. Tally needs to buy you some Damascus kitchen knives. Man, that's a lot of money for Damascus cooking knives. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move the, I am going to have to move the, what is it, muffin tray? Put that right there to cool off because I have to start cooking stuff right now. So, why don't you have Thug Kitchen? I don't have Thug Kitchen. And people keep telling me about it, which means I should probably go take a look at it because it seems like kind of a big deal. Sponsored by Twitch. I'm not sponsored by Twitch. Are you kidding me? They probably would get fired if they sponsored me. I'm kind of ghetto. So anyway. We're gonna heat up the pan. Sorry, pan's getting hot right there. Yay. So. We're gonna take a tablespoon of butter. You know, I use the packaging stuff as my guide. Worcestershire is an American fish sauce. It certainly is. Mary Berry and Anthony Bourdain are my favorite chefs. That's kind of good. That's good to hear. Alrighty, so we're going to let this heat up once the butter's completely melted. Once the butter's completely melted, we're gonna saute our onions and garlic together. Mario Batali has a new show on YouTube too. Really? Are you serious? That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm glad that he's doing it on YouTube. That's pretty much the shit right there. He's getting with the times. Mario Batali is getting in with the times there, which is pretty cool. My favorite chef is Lulaboo. Aw, the Unknowing. Way to kiss ass, Unknowing. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I have this on medium heat. Thank you, guys. Aw, you are awesome, all of you. I appreciate that. Alright, so we're gonna, yeah, it's starting to get bubbly on the edges. That's a good sign. We have milk fats, melted butter everywhere. I just want to make sure it's hot enough for me to start actually adding shit to it. It's not ready yet. I just really want to sizzle to start already, you know what I mean? Lula, did your kitchen come with a gas stove, or did you have to replace it? No, it came like this already. Yeah, I think Lula and Frag are my favorite chefs. Oh, well, thanks, guys. Gordon Ramsay is my favorite. He's a Scotsman after all. Dude, Gordon Ramsay, I made his beef Wellington, and it's so good. My favorite chef is Towley. He really knows how to make that Keurig coffee. Oh my god. Alright, we're cool, we're cool. All right. So, on a medium heat, I'm just going to coat the butter and the garlic in the fats and let it start getting, you know, heated up, distributing the flavors, awakening the flavors with heat, distributing the flavors into the butter. I love his YouTube vids. Which one? Who? Oh, Frags? Yeah, dude. Lethal Frag's awesome. He's a very down-to-earth guy, and I appreciate that. Alrighty, cool. I freaking love Gordon Ramsay. If I could have Gordon Ramsay as my personal chef, I would. If I could meet Gordon Ramsay and kind of get some lessons from him, I would probably die. I would die from happiness. I love that kind of stuff with the knobs on top. They're really good. Lulaboo, hi Lulaboo. I really like watching your stream with the music in the background. It's very nice too, just to chill with. Thank you so much, Raidu TV. I appreciate that. I try to set that. That's my environment setter. Any streamer, you know, they set the tone for their channel. They set the tone for their channel when they set the music on there. So that's exactly what bases the rest of what's going to happen, like your chat, attitudes, the kind of people who stay. It's pretty cool. Alright, time to add the milk. So our onions and garlic are very soft, very fragrant. They're not browning. We don't want them to brown. We just want them to sweat out, which is what they did. So I'm happy with this. Signs Lula up for Hell's Kitchen. Oh my god. Anyone have a link? ! blog will show you my food blog. Alright, so time for the Worcestershire sauce and the milk. There it is. Huh. Oh, Worcestershire sauce is an acid. That explains that chunkiness at the back end. It's okay. Some of the milk curdled, but not even a big deal. Not even a big deal. The sauce is named for the country in England where it was first developed. It was created in the town of Worcester in the shire named Worcestershire Shire. Shire being the same as country in the U.S. I see, I see. Alright, so we're going to wait for this to hit a simmer. Once it hits a simmer, we're going to be done with it. Alright, so don't combine your Worcestershire Shire sauce and your milk until right here. Otherwise, the sauce is going to curdle your stuff. Alright, this is what I call an overbaked cheesecake. That's okay, that's okay. I'll forgive myself. Like I said, we're just going to cut these up into chunks. And we're going to put them in other stuff later. So let me just put this here so you guys can see it. There it is. I got to get 1 cup of breadcrumbs out. Uno momentito. Does curdling affect the taste of it? Absolutely not. Alrighty, so it's nice and hot. See, it's already kind of curdled in pieces. That's not even a big deal because it's gonna be milk fats that have solidified and will be incorporated into the meatballs. So once it incorporates to the meatballs, it just makes the meatballs juicier. Although you try not to make the milk curdle. Just saying. Alrighty, so I'm gonna measure out 1 cup. I gotta move everything over again. Give me uno momentito. Oh wait, I thought it was still hot. It's not hot anymore. Woo! Just move this over here. So I can make room here. Oh, guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to add the seasonings too. That goes in here. Seasonings go into our milk base, so I'm distributing the seasonings all throughout this milk base stuff. So we have onions, garlic, Worcestershire sauce, milk, and then all of our seasonings. So it was the allspice, salt and pepper is in here. Sorry, you're not doing legit Swedish meatballs. Well, these are my these are my meatballs, guys. I don't care if they're legit or not. I'm just gonna have fun and cook this and eat it. And it's gonna be delicious! It's gonna be so delicious! I don't care. I'm just gonna keep going. Alright, 1 cup breadcrumbs. I can't believe it's an entire cup of breadcrumbs. This is like some crazy shit. Alright. You're right, the legit ones at Ikea. Yeah, these are the legit ones from Ikea is what I'm doing right now. Alright, so we're just throwing this in here, the hot milk mix. It's going into our breadcrumbs and we're gonna stir it up. You ever redo your recipes in weights? I am actually planning on doing that eventually. I just have to take the time off to do that. So I'm stirring this up. I'm trying to distribute the milk mix with the breadcrumbs. Alrighty, so it's time for our meats. It's made from Swedish people, so yes it is. Yes, you're right. The Swedish meatballs made from real Swedish people. Not by, from Swedish people. Hello, what's up, Ghost Lancer? How are you today? You still have to message me your name, address, and phone number for them fucking cookies you won, man. Alrighty. So everything should be evenly distributed. Let's get our meats. Alrighty, so we're gonna use 3/4 pound of ground pork. Yeah, dude, I'm doing Ikea fucking style Swedish meatballs, so they're authentic to Ikea. Ground pork, 3/4 pound of ground pork. Ghost Lancer said to give them to me at BlizzCon. He passed it on. Oh god, you guys. Alright, so here's the ground beef. Okay, so we'll put this away. Oh, and we need 1 egg and 1 egg white. So let me get that started. Oh good, I burned through all of my eggs. Wonderful. Okay. So here's the 1 egg. It's our binding agent. That better be pork from Sweden. Yeah, okay. And then we need egg whites. So we're gonna have to crack this open. But we're going to keep the egg yolk and let the egg white pour down, which is what it's doing right now. Oh. Whoopsies. Alright, we're cool. That's good. One second, you guys. I gotta wash my hands. Well, actually, yeah, I wash my hands a lot. Just give me a second. I'm doing a couple of dishes just to kind of get them out of the way. If I do them now, I don't have to do them later. But what that egg is, once again, is a binding agent. It's going to keep our meatballs held together while they cook. And so we're going to be baking these meatballs at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. But before that happens, they actually have to fridge for an hour, so yay. Either fridge for an hour or 20 minutes in the freezer. Whatever is helpful for you. I'm doing 1 hour in the fridge just because we still have to make pasta. So that's happening next. Okay, cool, we're done. Okie dokie, sorry about that, I just gotta make sure that I'm fine. Alrighty, so let me get this out of the way. Hello guys. Let's see here. Hello guys, okay. Mr. Will06, thank you so much for a 5-month resub. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for Mrs. Will06. Appreciate it, thank you. Lula, hi guys. I've never posted here yet. This stream is nice. Lulaboo, I've watched the health panel online, TwitchCon, very interesting. Also, I'm friends and mod in a cooking streamer called July Dukes. You've met, and it's because of you she started cooking streams. That's so awesome to hear. Oh, wait, what? Watching from the salon. Oh, thank you so much for watching. I can see myself in Lula's phone. Yeah, there you go. You guys are here. Woo. When are you gonna make pozole? Like pozole? I've already made pozole, but I'm gonna make it again. So your hands are the best tool for the job right now. Let's go in here. I'm gonna mix together the meatballs, the beef, and the pork. Remember, our seasoning's already in the breadcrumbs. So we're gonna sit here and thoroughly mix this together. You made albondiga soup. Yes, I made albondiga soup. Pozole. There's actually in my recipe in my food blog for pozole. So if you go into my food blog, there's already a recipe there for it, and I already have it, should have it uploaded into my YouTube channel. So exclamation point YouTube, exclamation point blog gets you all the info you need. I love pozole and I want to make it again. Thanksgiving is coming. Does that mean Mama Boo's coming back? Yeah, Mama Boo's going to be back. We're going to make tamales part 2. And it's going to be cool. I've made albondigas several times. This is the 3rd time yesterday, on Tuesday that I made albondigas. So GG, this stream gives me ideas to start streaming cooking someday. You should! There should be more cooking streams out there. I think it would be a good idea. Why don't you just send me some? Oh my god, right? Everybody wants me to send them food, man. I gotta start taking commissions for like baked goods that can get mailed in the mail because I think I can make money off of those commissions. Alrighty, so it looks like we mixed everything together. What I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need a sheet tray because we're gonna start making our meatballs right now. We're gonna shape up our meatballs. I just gotta make sure it's like come together nicely. Yeah, dude, I make tamales. Are you gonna make some easy bake oven meatloaf? No! Fuck the easy bake oven. What's so easy about the easy bake oven? That competition was bullshit. Just say it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm just a little salty. We were given less time, and we were scored in the same category as cookies, and I think that wasn't fair. Because the cookie category people got more time. It was just bullshit to me. That's it. That's it. Lulaboo, you should make menudo sometime. I did make menudo. I made pressure cooker menudo, guys. That's also in my VODs. Check it out. More salt. I know, right? Okay, so here's our meats already mixed up, ready to go. I'm gonna grab Hang on a second. I'm not salty, okay? It's for charity. It was for charity, so I shouldn't be salty. I'm just super competitive, okay? Cake takes longer to cook. I agree. There were his words too. This is bullshit. Wait, what? Almost as salty as Snoop after Rocket League. Oh, God, he said bullshit too? It was for charity, man, so I can't get that salty. But I'm like super competitive. I'm like super duper competitive, so for me it was not that awesome. Here, let me see if I can make something happen here. There we go. So I was not that enthused that happened. All right, so Swedish meatballs. I'm trying to figure out the size. I don't know. I don't think they should be very big, right? Swedish meatballs aren't that big, so we're gonna try and put them together. I don't know. And like I said, I'm trying to play around with the face cam stuff, and I talk with my hands a lot, so you guys actually get to see what my hands are saying while I'm doing this. So I'm going to make relatively okay amount of meatballs here. I'm gonna roll them out. Hopefully they can all be the same size. You really can't guarantee to have the same amount of size or the same size of meatballs all the time unless you literally sit there and measure out every single meatball and have them all like 1 ounce or something, you know what I mean? So that's, I'm trying to, you know, make them the same size, but I'm not going to always succeed. You're just going to, you know, home cooking, you do your best. What's up, guys? Hi, pretty lady. Hi, guys. Lula is a true warrior, competitive and everything. I just can't help it, man. Oh, I could use a scoop. You're right, I could use a scoop. I don't have a scoop small enough for this, though. I need to get a tiny scoop. I have, like, big scoops. But I will have to invest in a tiny scoop for more even meatballs. But it's not like it matters right now because it's just me and Tally, man. But if I were somewhere, like if I were catering an event and I was making Swedish meatballs, then you bet your ass I will do the best I can to make sure that they're the same size, especially if everyone's going to be, you know, buffet style or whatever. Melon baller would be great too. Melon baller's a little bit too small. It doesn't matter, guys. This is home cooking. It's not going to be that big of a deal. We're just going to roll out as many meatballs as we can. Woo, face cam, okay? Let's see here. And these are going to go in the fridge, so you kind of want to compact them in size for now, because they're going to be going into the freezer, so that's why I'm keeping them in my smallest sheet pan. And once they're done in the fridge getting cold, I'm going to bake them in the oven for 400 at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And they have to be chilled first. So that way the meatball kind of cooks completely, because sometimes the outside will cook faster than the inside. So freezing kind of helps that. It's kind of nice. Lula, what's your favorite food to cook? Soup. I love making soup. I love soup. Love soup. It's one of my favorite things to make, because you can, like, once you know the baseline basics of soup, you can make soup out of anything. You can make chicken noodle soup. You can make meatball soup. You can make pork soup. I've made pork soup before. And you can use different bases of flavor. So like pozole has a basis of flavor in those New Mexico chilies. So those dry New Mexico chilies that you see at the Mexican grocery store, those big bags of like dried chilies, is the basis of flavor for like menudo, pozole, enchiladas, the red enchiladas. That's what that is too. Chat, what's your favorite soup? Which soups are your favorite? A green chili pork is amazing. Oh, I make green chili pork, but I don't make it as a soup. I make it as a sauce. So I make a green chili pork sauce. I make Mexican rice to go with it, and then I have Mexican rice and then the green chili pork on top of that. Have I not made green chili pork on stream before? Because if I haven't, I'm gonna have to make green chili pork. That is a necessary. Potato and leek soup. Oh, potato and leek soup is great. I'm a fan of French onion soup. I thought I was a fan of French onion soup until I had way too much French onion soup one day. Like I was just on a kick. You know when you're craving something, you just have it over and over and over again? That's kind of dangerous, because what ends up happening to me is I get sick of it. Like, I want to eat it all the time, and then I get sick of it, and then I just don't eat it ever again. So I have to be very careful not to make the same thing over and over again, because I will guaranteed get sick of it. What else do I make? Oh, I love pho. Pho is like the shit. I went to Hawaii to visit Chick Drummer, and I got to try oxtail pho, which was crazy. It was so good. It was super tender oxtail. It just fell off right off the bone. It tasted so good. I was really happy with it. Like, yes. Ham and potato chowder. Oh my god. Oh my god, kitchen cam. Oh my god, hi. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the kitchen cam. Obviously, you can't see a lot of stuff. In order for me to see more stuff, I'd have to move the laptop right now, which my hands are full of salmonella, so it's not something I want to do right now. Pho the shit. It is, right? Fidel Rojo. Do you ever make pho? It's hard to make. Yeah, well, it's not that it's hard to make. It's not that pho is hard to make. It's just that pho is extremely ingredient intensive. So you can't, you know, if you're gonna make it from scratch, first of all, you gotta get all the ingredients, and all the ingredients, it's a lot of little ingredients to get. So it's not just soup base, and it's not just, you know, a couple of seasoning. I mean, it's a big old laundry list of shit that you have to buy in order for you to make accurate pho. It's very ingredient intensive. I would have made it sooner, but I have to hunt down all the components that make, you know, pho the way it is for the broth. So I have a pressure cooker though. I now have a pressure cooker, so it's not going to take a lot of time for me to cook pho. I just got to get all the ingredients together. Oh my god, that pressure cooker I bought is like the best thing ever. Ever since I made that thing, or ever since I got a pressure cooker, it's just been the best thing ever. I pressure cook all the things. If there's something that I need to slow, it's a reverse crock pot. So instead of having something cooked on a low temperature for a slow, long amount of time, it's the exact opposite. So you use a lot of high pressure. You use a high pressure environment to cook things quickly. So I managed to tenderize an entire pork loin roast in an hour. And within that hour, I took out the pork roast. I took out the pork loin butt roast that I had in there, and it was just falling off the bone. So good. It was like, oh, so good. Falling off the bone, delicious. I'm sorry, it was falling out of my fork. Like, I was trying to pick up the pieces of the green chile. I'm sorry. I was trying to pick up the pieces of the pork, and it just kept falling off of my fork because it was just super freaking tender. And if I got the electronic one. So an electronic pressure cooker means that you don't have to do jack shit except plug it in, place your ingredients in, and then hit start. You don't even put it on the stove. You don't even have to, you don't do shit. You just plug it in. I want to pressure cook this thing at high pressure for an hour. Beep, bop, boop, hit start, and then it goes. And then it even relieves pressure for you. So you sit there and it'll release pressure so you don't have to release the pressure. It's like the best thing I ever bought. I got it during an Amazon Prime sale. It's so very cool. My grandma used to make pot roast in a pressure cooker. Oh man, that sounds so good. I'm so very scared of my pressure cooker. It's a bit older, 80s I think, and I don't trust mine. I've never had one. I've just heard horror stories about a pressure cooker all the time, and it made me infinitely scared to try a pressure cooker until I got an electronic one because it was $30 on the Amazon Prime sale. And $30 as opposed to $120, I was like, yeah, I will try that. I will give that a shot for $30 instead of $100. Best investment ever. I keep meaning to get a digital pressure cooker. Digital pressure cookers are the shit. Literally just plug it in and just go. Building homemade teepee smokers for meat is really fun and extra delicious with hickory smoked chips. If we ever, if Tally and I ever buy a house, my goal is to actually build a smoker in the backyard. I'm going to try and convince Tally to let me build a wood smoker so that we can smoke all the meats in my backyard. If we ever, buy a house, we'll be there. We're just not there yet. We just have a lot of other things that we want to take care of first. I used to hate old pressure cookers. So much fear with them. That's exactly why I didn't want to use pressure cookers, because I'm scared of old school pressure cookers, because if you relieve the pressure incorrectly, if you had a faulty seal, if just anything could go wrong, and then when you're trying to relieve the pressure, you can just be accidentally exploding it in your face, and then very hot, very pressurized liquid will hit your face, and that's not what I want. My dad used to make it all the time. Really? Oh, smoked cheese is awesome. My dad used to make it all the time. Yeah, I want to smoke cheese. I want to smoke meats. I want to smoke like all the things. Old pressure cooker equal terrorist bombs now. Yeah, right? Right? Yeah, no gracias on that. No, thank you. Alrighty, so we made a good amount of Swedish meatballs here. Which wood would you love to smoke with? I would love to smoke with apple wood, hickory, and mesquite. Lulaboo, if you build a smoker, you should smoke your own salmon and stuff too. That's the plan. I would love to smoke my own stuff. Wanna smoke weed? I love you and T-Man, Lula. Well, thank you, Ghost Lancer. I appreciate it. Smoked meats, best meats. This needs to be an insurance versus old pressure cooker. Or it needs to be insurance with old pressure cookers. I agree, right? Like, holy crap. I'm going to space these out so that there's more air in between the meatballs so that they freeze a little better. Because if they're kind of densely packed together, what ends up happening is that you won't get too much of the cold air kind of showing up in between the meatballs. And so I'm going to open up the space since we have space. I'm going to put it in the fridge. No, just cover it. If your fridge is disgusting, cover it, please. Can I link a picture? Can I link a picture of a pressure cooker gone wrong? I think somebody's already do that. Can somebody permit that crit luck, please? All right, hang on. Do I have room, first of all? Yeah, I have room. Barely. I have. My fridge is disgusting. Please don't judge. Please don't judge. My fridge is gross. All right, so oh, I can talk to you guys now while I'm doing dishes. Yay! Okay, so give me a second. I'm doing dishes. I already have my hands fucked up. Hang on a second. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I nail it? Can I nail it? I'm using the back of my hands. Back of the hands. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm trying. Got it. Alright, so I'm gonna I have to wash some dishes, wash my hands, wash this out, and we're gonna make pasta. So I gotta clean up my granite. We're gonna measure out flour and our eggs, and we're gonna make pasta from scratch. So if you have any questions, concerns, complaints, compliments, please let me know so I can. Oh shit. Please let me know so I can try and address some questions or issues, you know. But this is what I'm doing when I'm talking to you guys. I'm like shouting over my shoulder while I'm trying to do dishes. But seriously, if you don't clean while you're cooking, you're just gonna end up with a really messy ass kitchen, and nobody likes that. So one thing that makes cooking intimidating is that a lot of people dread the amount of dishes and stuff that shows up once you're done cooking. But if you clean up while you go, you won't be having to clean up so much stuff when you're done. So keep that in mind. Plus it frees up counter space, it frees up your dish space. Does a lot of things. Does a lot of things. So I have to figure out if I want to point the camera here near the dish pit or if I point it towards like the stove and the oven. I'm not sure yet. I've got a lot of shit that I gotta find, work through. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Okay. Alright, I'm done. Lulaboo, I'm hungry. Please mail me food. I can't mail you food, man. I'm sorry. I gotta like fly away. I'm trying to like use the water I just had. Alright. They're all fixed. Okay, so I gotta wipe this down really quick because we're gonna be using this countertop. We're gonna be using this countertop to make our pasta. So let me clean this up real quick. Yeah, I have light jazz. Has Tally ever cooked for you? Yes, one time, and that was it. I got mad. I think it's, wait, what? Is T-Man a good cook yet? Tally knows how to cook. Lulaboo talking about that mise en place. That's right. That's right. Most likely you'll need the same cups and spoons for multiple things. That's correct. Make one pot dishes. I actually know a couple of one pot dishes recipes that I'm going to do later. Loving the new stream, Lula. Thank you so much, Nigga Sammy. Alrighty. Lauren, we're twins. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Alrighty, I just want to make sure this is completely clean. Like I said, we're going to be having flour and egg here. So I got to make sure everything's on point. Got to put some stuff away because we don't need it anymore. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna kind of wipe everything down, make sure we don't have anything kind of out here. Lula, what's the first thing you've ever had to cook? What is the worst thing I've had to cook? That's a good question. Oh, I got it. I already know what I'm gonna really hate to cook. I really hate making Black Forest cake because because I hate cherries, guys. I used to just mildly dislike cherries. I used to very mildly dislike cherries, and then I made Black Forest cake, which is basically chocolate and cherry flavors together in a cake. So it was a chocolate cake with a Cherry Creek simple syrup with candied cherries on the inside of the filling, cherry juice in our whipped cream and the stuff that kind of made the cake possible. And then like it was just cherry everything, and just as soon as I was done making that Black Forest cake, I'm like, fuck cherries. I no longer like cherries. I hate cherries. I used to just mildly dislike them. Now I just don't like them. My mom hates cherries too. We used to try and trick her into drinking Dr. Pepper when we were kids. Oh my god. No, I was not a fan. Alright, so need flour. So for our pasta, we are going to need 1 3/4 cup of flour. Where's my 1 cup? I have it somewhere. And yes, I do this with my cups. So so 1 cup plus 3/4 flour. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? So the way you're supposed to make pasta is you're supposed to make it on the actual countertop. I used to mildly dislike carrot cake. Now I don't like it at all, but still make it for my grandmother's birthday. Oh, that's so sweet. That's super duper sweet. I'm checking my book. Hang on a second. I need 2 eggs. So we're gonna bust those 2 out. And I need 3/4 of a cup. God help me. I hope this works out. The recipe actually calls for 3.5 cups of flour and 4 eggs. I'm like, I don't need that much fucking pasta. Who needs that much fucking pasta, right? Did I do 3/4? Did I do 2/4, guys? You remember? I do not like cream cheese frosting, so carrot cake is out! Okay, so... Oh, thank you, mods. You're awesome. Okay. 3/4. Did I do 3/4? I need that much pasta, right? Alright, so we're supposed to make a well in the middle. Well enough for the 2 eggs to fit. Raids are starting, you won't make it. Oh my god, it's 3:21. Do you often do these cooking shows? I'm a huge food enthusiast, so loving the stream. 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do this. Oh, I better hurry the fuck up then, right? I gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up. Got a lot of rushing to do. Actually, this other one, what do I do here? I got raid tonight, you guys. I gotta hurry the fuck up. Alright, so I'm gonna... taking a fork. Give me a second. I'll be tuning in every Tuesday, Thursday. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Lulaboo has the base. Hey! Wait, Lula raids? Yes, I raid. I am a resto druid healer for my raid, which is going to start in about an hour and a half. 3, 4. Yeah, hour and a half. I have an hour and a half to finish this shit. Which means I gotta freeze my stuff. Right, so... Okay, so we're going to... They say to do it like this, but man, I'm not feeling it. Oh, see, look at that. Not cool. We're just gonna have to bring it in together. Right on the counter. This is how you're supposed to do it old school way, but... Apparently I'm fucking horrible at this shit. Oh, gotta put the rest in here. Might as well, right? Alright guys. Whoever wanted to see a hot mess, here it is. This is how you make a hot mess. Hey Lula, what's up Boogeyman? How are you today? It's just this shaggy mess until I incorporate all the egg yolk to the pasta. Just gotta find those dry patches of egg and just kind of put it in, you know? Which they're still in there, I can feel it. So we're gonna sit here, we're gonna try and make stuff happen. I want to steal it from my cousin who burns tortilla pizza. Wait, what? My grandmother had a marble slab for just making egg noodles. That's so cool. So one of the things about pasta noodles is that you gotta really work it together to kind of accumulate gluten strands. It looks like I'm gonna have to make more egg in here. Throw more egg in here. That's surprising. Also, I live in a very dry environment, so it's kind of not surprising. Man, how do they do this? You have a good bench scraper? It'll help you incorporate the flour. I do have a bench scraper. I just have a lot of wet dough in between my fingers. Which is not cool. Should have brought that bench scraper out first. come on. We gotta work it in, man. Might have to add another little bit of egg. I've got an egg white. I've got a carton of egg whites, actually, that I can use. How's the new computer? The paint job on it. Love it. Rosa Nord, thank you so much. That paint job was fucking amazing. That computer is amazing. I get to use it tonight. Can't wait. Come on. It is way dry. Alrighty. I'm gonna put some egg white in here in small amounts and hopefully it'll work out. Did you get a legendary at Lula? No, I don't think I'll ever get a legendary, ever. So I have egg whites, so we're gonna use egg whites. Are you gonna stream your raid? Yeah, I'm gonna stream my raid tonight. Ooh, much better. Oh yeah, it was way too dry, so we're gonna try and work it in now. We're gonna do the best we can. I've never made pasta like this before. I usually make it with another recipe that I have, but that one wasn't working out as well. So I wanted to try a different one. But it seems this one's doing better. Now with pasta, what I've been reading about, I've been trying to do my homework about pasta making. You're actually supposed to knead the dough for a very long time because you get to let those gluten strands accumulate, develop a crazy long time. If someone's getting into working professionally in the kitchen, what piece of advice would you give them? Start it in the dish pit. Go to any restaurant and be like, hey, I would love to learn how to cook. Are you looking for a dishwasher? You start out at the bottom. They'll respect you more that way anyway. Start out at the bottom and work the dish pit, and then if they trust you enough, they'll start letting you do some mild food prep if you're caught up with your work. And it also lets you give insight into what you're kind of getting into, because if you're in a professional, if you want to go into a professional chef setting, then you got to kiss your holidays, your weekends, all goodbye, because the most popular food, the most popular, I don't know how to explain it. The popular holidays for food at restaurants, holidays, weekends. So that's when you're going to be needed the most, which means you will never, ever have your weekends free ever again. Keep that in mind. You'll always be working. You'll see a lot of smoking, drinking, depending on where you go. You'll see a lot of smoking and drinking and various other things getting done in the background. So be careful about that. You also do not turn into a jerk. Alrighty. Yep, dishwasher's where it's at. Hey, what's up, God Shadow? Used to get being overworked, underpaid. Get used to being overworked / underpaid. That is correct. You will never ever get paid a living wage real well, because you're going to end up making your money in overtime that they may or may not pay you, depending on if the manager of the person that owns a restaurant is shiesty or not. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. Okay, it's still kind of dry. This is a tiny bit, just a tiny bit egg white. Be humble in your abilities. I believe it, yeah. And expect your friends and family to ask you to make them meals without paying you. Exactly. After a while, like, oh, you're a cook. That means you get to cook Thanksgiving dinner every year, right? Right? No. You want a break, man. You cook all the time. You just want a motherfucking break. And then they expect you to be the cook at every family event, and you're just like, fuck off. I just wanna drink in peace. Egg whites don't look white, Kappa. Whatever, Ghost Lancer. Had to do a lot of dishwashing before I was referred for an apprenticeship at my first kitchen. That's right, God Shadow. You kind of want to, they'll respect you more if you kind of work from the bottom on your way up than the other way around, like culinary school. Though you do get a lot of culinary, good, pointers at culinary school. The problem is that you're going to be 50 grand in the hole once you're done, depending on where you go. So go for community college classes. Community college classes, they're cheaper. Do that. How do you feel about staging at a kitchen? You could do that. I would really recommend having a baseline knowledge of cooking before you do anything else. Alright, so this is getting worked in. We're almost there. This is just going to take a lot of time. I have my pasta roller somewhere. Gotta get it out. We have to sit here and develop a lot of gluten in our dough, so it's going to take somewhat of a timely process. But the more we knead it, the better. This is what we want. Man, I want to knead it a little bit longer, and then put a little bit of a smattering left of egg white. I worked 3 years part-time and now trusted to teach cooking to the new guys. Damn, just barely? You don't have enough time. Raids, Lula, raids. Shut up, don't say that. No pressure, no pressure. That means we're gonna have to skip our dessert. We're skipping dessert because I'm not skipping dinner. Just saying, dessert's off the counter now. Dessert's off the table, guys. That was terrible time management on my part. I made pizza for local places for 10 years. Nice. This is your afternoon workout. It really is. It really is. Alright guys, on those cups that I made, just imagine I took a box of chocolate jello and cut up a bunch of bananas. Let's just say I had a box of jello. I made the jello, refrigerated the jello, and then I put cut up pieces of banana in the chocolate jello, and then put it right on top of the cheesecake, and put that all in the fridge for about an hour, 2 hours. Let it get thoroughly chill. Take it out of the fridge. Throw whipped cream on top, and you're good to go. Lulaboo, do you have any weird food combos that you really like? I love dipping Fritos in sour cream and people think it's weird. Fritos and sour cream's not weird. I used to eat French fries in my milkshake. That's a thing. French fries in the milkshake. I love putting Fritos on top of macaroni and cheese. If you don't have enough time to make breadcrumbs, you can make Fritos on top of mac and cheese, which is really good. I did a little bit of culinary school in high school. I was sold out when we walked into the whole fish and had to cut the head off. Also wringing the chicken's neck. Yeah, I was done. My girlfriend does that fries in the milkshake. It's good. It's really, really good. And we're almost there, guys. It's just too wet. It's way too wet. French fries. Dude, just try it if you've never had it before. French fries with a milkshake is so good. I recommend it so much. Alright, I gotta get my pasta roller out. Gotta roll out the pasta as soon as I'm done kneading the shit out of this. It's finally at the place where I want it to, so I would actually recommend adding a third egg to the recipe, because I put pretty much an equivalent amount to 3 eggs into the pasta recipe. So also I'm in a really dry environment, and that can also affect how much you have to make. I've also deep fried Bounty. Wait, what? Fritos and sour cream is like Frito pie without the beans. I also love corn on pizza and hamburger. Banana and peanut butter. Yup. I also like natural peanut butter from my burgers. What? I've never had haggis, Zacchatus. I would love to try haggis one day. Alrighty. Just gotta make sure it's all kneaded in. It seems to be at the correct moisture level, except I still see a lot of gluten tear. Just gonna put in a little bit of water. I dampened my hands with water, just a little bit, so that I can add a little bit, enough moisture to make this into a smooth dough ball and not a freaking mess of ripped up gluten strands everywhere. So that's what I'm going for. Alrighty. There we go, much better. Like, barely some. This is what I wanted. I love fried pineapple with ice. What? Fried pineapple with ice? I've never had head cheese, but I imagine I'd love it. I've always wanted to try head cheese. Like, somebody told me what goes on with making head cheese. I'm like, I don't care, I want to try it. Pull that BB out. I'm good, I'm good. Drink the water. I drink the water that comes out of tuna cans. That's funny, I used to do that too when I was a kid. Haggis, who knew sheep's heart, liver, and lungs and stuff could be so good? I wanted to try haggis. We finally have that gluten development I want. We're getting a nice smooth dough, so we're there. Turns out like that because you're missing a yolk. Oh, it's too late now. I have to put a little bit of water in there. It should be okay now. Wait, what am I missing here? Okay, worst food I ate as a kid. I used to love eating dried dog food. I have no freaking idea why. Dried dog food? Damn. What did I used to eat? Oh, my mom packed my lunch with nothing but, what's it called? Nothing but tuna. She used to give me that pre-made make your own tuna salad kit every day for like 4 years. And so I would mix tuna with everything. Tuna with brownies, tuna with anything. I would also try and trade away that shit because I was so tired of tuna after a while. Of course, it never entered my brain to actually tell my mom I hate tuna. But whatever, I just kept eating it. Rank 1 hustler kept trading away with everybody. I had a friend that ate dog biscuits. Wait, what? Tuna with brownies. Yeah, I had tuna salad with brownies. I would eat tuna salad with everything because after a while I got so sick of tuna that I was just like, fuck this, you know what I mean? When I was a kid, I learned the hard way that cream of tartar doesn't taste like tartar sauce at all. Yikes. Alrighty, I think we're good. We have a nice smooth dough ball. So next time I'm just going to do 3 eggs with the same amount of flour, and that's just going to give me the exact same thing as what I'm doing now. So, you know, hooray, improvement. It's my first time making pasta with this recipe that I have. Chef Mario Batali is letting me down. Maybe because I scaled down the recipe, that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. But we do need that dough development, that gluten development. Being the tuna kid isn't so bad. At least you weren't the sardines kid. Ooh, you know, true that. You know, my parents made us eat tuna helper all the time. Now I won't touch it. When I was a toddler, I got into the fridge and saw the raw chicken that my mom was thawing for dinner. Needless to say, I developed a fever 2 degrees over the cautious limit and was rushed to the hospital after seizures ensured. Oh my god, salmonella poisoning right there? Yikes, man. What are we making today, Lulaboo? We're making pasta from scratch. Another goal of mine is to get a wooden board. I want to get a wooden cutting board so I can start doing stuff on a wooden board instead of a granite board. Right, I have to bust this out. Hang on. This is my handy dandy pasta roller, which I will be clamping to my countertop because that's what you have to do. So I have to shove my pasta maker completely over the edge, open up my drawer, and then clamp it down. Sucks. Sourdough with some chipotle and any meat, really. I like a good Pullman sandwich. I want one sandwich I do want to try one day is a shooter sandwich. I want to make a shooter sandwich on stream. I'm gonna get flamed, but Mario Batali is a little overrated. I love the new school chef. Grant Altrez is my hero. I make tapatio Dorito encrusted pork chops today in honor of Tally. I brought my wife one when she was in her advanced culinary class. Why isn't she working, man? You worked last time, what the fuck? It's because my granite countertops, as lovely as they are, they don't leave a really good shelf for clamping my pasta maker, so I have problems clamping my pasta maker to the countertop. So it's problems. Lula should scream at Gordon Ramsay, yeah, right. Hopefully this works. So we gotta, first of all, roll out the pasta. And then after we roll out the pasta into long lines, then we get to cut it into spaghetti or other various flavors. Really, motherfucker? Hang on a second. I seriously have not had this kind of a problem before. This is new. Alright, let's try this. Okay. Try adding some water to the surface to get a better seal. No, it doesn't have a vacuum, or it's a metal seal. It's not like a rubber seal, otherwise it would. As Foxtail said, if you make a full recipe, you can freeze it the extra dough. It'll be almost as good as the fresh when you take it out. True that, true that. I just try not to make a lot because we don't eat pasta. We don't eat pasta at all. So, not normally anyway. Because we're like super low carb. So today has been an exception. Okay, hang on a second. One second, you guys. Ooh. Give me a second. Ooh. Give me, okay, sorry. Somebody messaged me and I have to check it out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is oh, wait. Okay. Come on, head down. Motherfucker. Sort of. Okay. Can we do this? Granite. I mean, it's okay. We'll do the best we can. About this. There we go. I'm not sure what's gonna be a better view, but oh shit, yes, God, now the nostalgia comes. Wait, what? Lula, did you go to TwitchCon? Yes, I did go to TwitchCon. Oh, I do have a KitchenAid stand mixer. Alright, we'll just put this all the way out to the maximum setting. I should have just rolled this out, but I'm not doing that. It's not ripping, that's a good sign. Okay. I just gotta flatten it out some more. I should have just rolled it out with the roller first, but you know, I like to do things the hard way because I don't know, I'm weird. Oh wait, I think I have my rolling pin. Yep, there it is. Hello, rolling pin. Okay. It's just easier that way. Trying to go slow here. The first one's always the worst. The first time's always the worst. This is gonna get really long really fast, isn't it? Alright, it's okay. So we're gonna roll this through. Pray to God everything works out. It's always the first one that's the worst. And that's because I probably put it in while it's still too thick and stuff. So I'm going to cut it off here. Guys, I've never rolled pasta before, so this is kind of a new experience for me. So doing this for the first time is very interesting. Come on, get your ass in there. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this in like 1 or 2 times on the first setting, which is max 7. I'm gonna bring it down to the second next setting, keep rolling it out. Use lube, right? Okay. The best meal I've ever had was at Michael, oh god, Michael Samar, can't read this. Gotta roll pasta, guys, I'm running out of time. I'm gonna have to go a little bit faster. Flour the dough helps not to stick to the machine. It's not sticking to the machine though. It's just, it's not that it's sticking to the machine, it's just that it's too thick. Oh my god! My machine's falling apart, guys! Good job, guys. This is what happens when I get a discount pasta roller, right? Discount pasta roller problems. Okay. I gotta do this actually, just to kind of even out the sides. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going down. I say to about 3 on the pasta setting. We're gonna go kind of thick. Okay. It's coming along. Getting it down to another notch down. Rolling it back out again. I can't see chat very well right now, guys. Give me a second. I'm working on shit. I got shit to do right now. Oh, come on, motherfucker. So rolling out pasta here. I think this is a good thickness. At a 3, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna actually let this sucker kind of go through right now. I'm gonna miss a raid. Hasn't even started cooking. Hey, man! I started cooking. Alright, we're gonna do linguine because I want linguine. So I'm moving my handle to linguine side, and I'm just gonna stick the pasta in and let it go through. And I have a place to dry my pasta, can you believe it? Well, not dry it, it's just gotta hold it until I'm done. So, yay, we have noodles. Give me a second. I have a place to put my pasta so it can dry. It's not ideal, but I forgot to buy a nice little pasta dryer thing. Ooh, shit. Don't worry, I cleaned it. I rinsed this shit out before I started streaming, so yay, coat hanger. It's all I got right now, so I'm just gonna leave it here for now. Before I gotta get a pot of water to start boiling. I gotta get my oven to 300 degrees. I'm gonna put this right here. There we go. That's all I got right now, so it's what I'm doing. That's all I got, guys. Anyway, we have number 2. It's barely enough for one serving. I agree, that's why we gotta roll out some more. I love the use of everyday household items. I try Frosty Balls. Whoa, Frosty Balls! Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the convoy, mother trucker. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Whatever works, man. I do what I can. Hammer Squad apron. I gotta start. I'm gonna have aprons of my own very soon, so keep on the lookout for that. I've hung mine on a paper towel rack. Never ever again. Okay. Lula coming back for raid. Yes! Raid doesn't start until 5! Which means I'm gonna have to start just putting my meatballs in the oven now. I have to put the meatballs in the oven right now. So let me switch this to 400 degrees. As soon as the oven's ready, we're taking the stuff out. I'm not late. It's 4 o'clock. I'm not late. Okay, so back to max setting back here. Switching the handle back to the old place. And we're just gonna take it. I thinned out as much as I could the pasta. Hopefully it works out. It will rip, but it will even out over time. This is why you clamp it down, because of this bullshit right here. Guys, this is pasta for beginners because I'm a fucking beginner. I'm a beginner as fuck. Is it bad that I know the raid schedule? If you don't raid with us, that is a little strange, but it's okay. I got this, guys. Okay. So we're gonna run this through a couple of times. I'm trying not to get too crazy with it here. But I kind of do this. I kind of fold in the sides to kind of get more square edges. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're running out of time. We gotta keep going. Use the flour to make the dough less sticky. I'm putting it through the... Oh, use flour? It's not sticky anymore. It's fine. It's not sticky anymore. We're cool. I just gotta thin it out. Well, I got a full kitchen cam. Yes, I did. Hello. It's because the Razor guys gave me a Stargazer, so I'm like, fuck. That means I have an extra webcam. I guess I'll make a kitchen cam. I'm trying to roll out pasta right now, though. This pasta sheet's long as fuck. Wait, where am I? Am I 3 yet? That was a 3, I guess. This is a really long pasta. It's gonna be blasphemy, but I don't care. I don't care if it's blasphemy. Alright, here we go. Switching it to linguine. Oh, come on. I have to like literally hand feed it the entire time for this to work really well. You're killing me, Smalls. Wait, what? I have that pasta maker in my closet. Love using it all winter. Nice. We need 2 Lulas to finish the time for raid. Hey, man. Okay. Come on. Get your ass in there. Come on. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So we have our pasta noodles ready to go. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, you're right. I was supposed to use the flour to not make them stick to each other while they're drying. I'm such a fucking genius. All right, so we're done with the pasta. Let's... As soon as that bell dings, we're fucking baking the meatballs. We're on a time crunch now. Whew. Oh, fucker. We're gonna leave that over there for now, and let's fix everything back up. Okay, damn it. Gotta fix this. Alright, cool beans. So, for being the first time making pasta with a new recipe, it seems to be okay. Definitely have a lot to learn. That was my second time ever making pasta, so... I mean, to even get as far as I did, I'm really happy about that. So, yay! Okay, don't worry, I'll clean that up later. Alright. Get this out of the way. Let me get the sheet tray ready for the meatballs, because we're almost there. Okay. Alright, so my handy dandy silk mat and my sheet tray for my stuff. Oh, that's crooked. Cool. Right there. Alright, so sheet tray, yay. This is what I have to deal with. There we go. Okay, so once the alarm goes off telling me everything's ready, I'm gonna make this. So while the stuff is baking, hang on, uno momentito. So while the meatballs are going to bake, we're going to cook our pasta. We're going to start the water right now. We're going to cook our pasta, and we're going to make the gravy while the meatballs are cooking. So, we're gonna make this happen, you guys. We're gonna make this happen. Stock pot. Water, salt, a little bit of olive oil on the water on the stove. Gonna hit a boil right now. We're not gonna put the pasta in until after the water hits a rolling boil. Got a lot of shit to do. So we're going to cook the pasta, we're going to make the gravy, we're going to bake the meatballs, and then we're all going to bring it together in less than an hour. This is going to be the slowest thing ever right here. I'm going to dry, oh, there's the oven, it's ready. So the stove now has water. We're gonna need olive oil. Come on, please. Get in there, olive oil. Come on. All right, well. I know they have some more somewhere. Olive oil. Salt. So we're gonna let that hit a boil. Let me get the, let me see here. Cooked on grinder for 2 years and moved houses and regret not having a grinder countertops so bad. Damn. Alright, so prep cam here. If it's not done in an hour, we'll get to hear Sparty raging about Lulaboo being late. Hey, I'm not raiding with Sparty! Oh yeah! I don't have to get yelled at by Sparty! Yeah! Alright, don't gotta hear it from Sparty, cause I'm in a casual raiding guild. Alrighty. So these are going to go in the oven. Probably a little bit closer together. That's weird. Okay, come on, man. Swedish meatballs, don't let me down. We're gonna have you tightly packed a little bit. Sorry, not sorry. They do smell like Swedish meatballs, though. Let's see here. I can't believe I have to do this. They were supposed to be all nice looking and now they're not. Alright. 20 minutes! Alright. Gonna wash my hands. I have so much fucking dough on my fingers. Oh my god, my hands are covered in dough. Alright, so we're gonna make the gravy that's gonna go into our Swedish meatballs. If I can get this shit off my hands. Okay. Wife took cheddar wurst and balled it up and put ground beef all around. Wait, what are we talking about? Hi, what are we doing? We're making meatballs. Swedish meatballs. So, let's put this out over here. Alrighty, here you go. Here we go. Don't need this. Don't need this. Just gonna move some stuff over. In fact, I'm gonna move the pot of water into the back burner. Move this to the front. We need 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour because we gotta make a roux. We gotta make a roux right now. So equal parts for a roux, equal parts butter and flour. Is what's gotta happen right now. So 4 tablespoons of flour I gotta measure out real quick. Yeah, we're gonna make some roux right now. Lulu, maybe a soap emote with lots of bubbles for your hand washing, dude. Right. I like a gas stove. It's like the best. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of roux. I don't need the flour anymore. I'm gonna need heavy cream though. Got the heavy cream. I gotta get my ingredients list out. I have a book for it. Somewhere. Where did I put that stupid book? With the recipe on it. I'm gonna need beef stock. So we're putting the beef stock here. Definitely gonna need salt. Gonna need lots of things. So I'm gonna turn this down. Damn fats. Yep, butter's gonna be melty. Yes, my stove got fixed. Tally redid the circuit breaker because the circuit breaker was the one that fucked up and left me in this state. Okay, so my handy dandy book is MIA. Oh, no it's not. No it's not. Butter, flour, we need 3 cups of beef broth, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, half a cup of heavy cream, salt and pepper, and parsley for garnish. Alrighty. So we're gonna mix together the fat and the flour and let it cook together to cook off the taste of the flour on the stove. And then I got my silicone whisk ready because we're gonna whisk together a bunch of shit right now. I gotta get my large measuring cup out for liquid. So we're gonna let this get a little bit of a toasty flavor, a little bit of a, cook in it, because like I said, we're trying to remove the flavor of the flour to the roux, and it's gonna be amazing. So I'm like measuring out my beef stock, 3 cups right now, doing this right here. We're gonna need that next. So with that there. I love gas better than electric by like every day of the week for so many reasons. But then again, you have the chance of, the gas stove kind of overcooking and exploding. So, I'm sorry, of a gas leak. You have a chance of a gas leak and exploding. So, there's it's a difference for everything. Electric stove, you don't have a chance of a gas leak happening and killing your whole family. So, alrighty, I think that's good. Time to add the beef broth. So I did it for about 2 to 3 minutes is what I did the roux cook for. Or I let the roux cook for. So, beef broth going in. We're going to whisk out all the bits of flour in here. And then the more it gets hot, the more, we're going to see some nice temperature. We're going to see some nice thickness every time it gets warmer and warmer. This still needs to cook. I put it on the highest temperature possible, and it's still not hitting a boiling point yet. So my pot of water still needs to boil. Doesn't matter, we made our gravy. Our meatballs are cooking in the oven. We have our timer for our meatballs. Everything's good. Electric takes too long to heat, and you can't roast peppers in the open flame. That is correct. Lid on pot. That one, no. This one, yes. Cool. Lid on pot. Alrighty, so this is, while it cooks, it's gonna take the roux, kind of get thicker. And once it hits the simmer, Oh yeah, we need the Worcestershire sauce. Let's put that in there. 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce. You can put it in here now. It adds that flavor. Actually, I think I might need 2 teaspoons. Hang on. Uno momentito. I still have a lot of time, so I'm fine. God damn it. This food blog that does this is so fucking retarded. I hate it. Alright, so yeah, I need 2 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce because I forgot I doubled the recipe. Did not double the Worcestershire sauce, so let's put that in there. Plus, if we put it in now, it won't overcook later. It won't curdle our heavy cream that we gotta put in next. So while this is happening and it hits a simmer, don't forget we need salt and pepper still. We can make this happen, guys. We can make food in time. Lula, stop being so calming. You're making me relaxed and sleepy. That's just the way it is. Worcestershire. I'm glad you say Worcester correctly, by the way, although the second part is pronounced sure. Worcestershire sauce? Whatever, I can't pronounce it. So we're gonna let that hit a simmer. See what my directions say. Hi, sweetie! Tally's home. So we're gonna let this hit a simmer. Doing good. Meatballs are in the oven. And, making the gravy that goes with the pasta.
What are these?
Peanut butter cheesecake. These are extra, so you can have one if you want. Sally's gonna try one of the peanut butter cheesecakes, guys. A piece. He's gonna try a piece. Gonna get the Tally taste test. What buff does this give the raid? I don't know. Yeah, I give a well-fed buff. Yeah, it's definitely getting thicker. That roux is definitely thickening up our stuff. It's good? Tally says it's good. Does it taste like cheesecake? Does it feel like cheesecake?
Yeah.
Because I just made that recipe up.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, he likes it. Well-fed increases all stats by 20% and makes everybody happy. Yeah. Alright, so I have the half a cup of heavy cream ready for when we're ready for that part, which we're not. Let's see here. 8 minutes left. I'm going to turn this down because I need to turn this low because we're not ready for the meatballs yet. Got me some. Oh, thank you so much. We're going to add some pepper and some salt for now. Add some nice flavorings. Oh my god, did I run out of peppercorns? Oh my god, this is not the time to run out of peppercorns. I ran out of peppercorns. Thank you, sweetie. Alright, so I just put peppercorns in. I have raid in an hour, less than an hour. So now I'm like speeding everything up. Yeah, I got raid. Alright, so there's the pepper. Let's get the salt in here. I'm surprised if the camera doesn't fog up. Vent. I have the vent on. The hood range on. And then some salt. Okay, that's it. That's all the salt I'm using. I'm waiting for this pot of water to hit a boil because as soon as it does, I'm throwing in the pasta. Tally can finish up cooking. No. It's definitely getting thick. I had to turn down the stove because you're supposed to add in the heavy cream and the Swedish meatballs as soon as it hits a simmer. We're already at the simmer part, so I'm just turning it real low so that I can wait. I thought you shouldn't season until all the condensation of the sauce is done. I agree, because you can over salt, and we're still releasing water and concentrating the flavor that it is now. But I put 0 salt up until this point, so I still put in a little bit, which is not gonna. Yeah, it's not even a drop in the bucket for the amount of salt that I need, because I just tasted it. Not even close to being salty enough, so I'm gonna wait till I put it in again next. But I like to have at least a little bit in there, a nice little baseline of salt to kind of work with that I know is not going to crazy fuck up the gravy, I guess you can say. So while this is going, I have to be careful to... Oh, good. We have a rolling boil, guys. I repeat, we have a rolling boil on the pasta. Cool beans. Okay, so I'm putting in our linguine in here, into the pot of boiling water. So, now, fresh pasta takes a significantly shorter amount of time to cook as opposed to dry pasta. Please keep that in there. Please keep that in mind. Like, it's gonna take not so much time at all to cook our pasta here, so I'm just gonna go in here and make sure to separate all the strands out. Although some of the parts did dry. I like a nice al dente, so I gotta really watch this shit like a hawk. I'm just going in here with my little pasta spoon and separating out all the noodles in case they're sticking together. And the olive oil helps with that too. Some people say it doesn't, but you know, it is what it is. You're the home cook, you do what you want at home. Okay, so I'm just separating pasta strands so they don't, you know, be all raw later. And some of them will, and you know, things aren't perfect. I forgot to put flour in between the pasta strands so that they wouldn't stick, and I forgot. And somebody reminded me, but I wasn't even thinking about the drying part. I was just thinking about, you know, the rolling out part. So I'm just sitting here just trying to separate the pasta strands like a retard because I forgot to do it earlier. I don't want to fuck it up too much either because there's a chance I can fuck up this pasta by over stirring it like this. So I just gotta keep it in mind, just keep watch on it. I gotta get my strainer ready. I should get my strainer ready. There it is. I meant to do the stove cam. Can we make that better? Can we make that better? No, I can't. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll just keep it at this for now. And I just gotta keep trying out the pasta until it hits the correct amount of cooking time on it. So I gotta taste it right now. Figure out if it's ready. Literally like a minute left. I've heard about the oil makes the pasta not stick. It breaks the surface tension to decrease boil over. Oh, awesome. Very cool. We're almost there on the pasta noodles, guys. I'm going to drain them and then I'm going to toss the noodles in a little bit of olive oil so that they don't stick together. We're just gonna leave them off to the side until everything else is ready. The noodles turned out pretty good, you guys. I'm very surprised at myself. Fresh noodles, second time ever. They're doing really great. Look at this long ass noodle. I gotta taste test it, so I gotta bite one end off. Maybe one more minute. Like a minute. But that's the individual strands. That's not even counting the ones that are bunched in together here. So I'm going to give it just a little bit more time. Yeah, those pasta noodles turned out really, really well. There's like literally a minute and a half left for the meatballs. The meatballs are going to go straight from the oven into here, into this space that we have. So I'm going to add the heavy cream. I'm going to add the meatballs. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to let it cook for about 10 minutes. And then during those 10 minutes, we're going to get ready to plate. And we're going to get ready to kind of clean up the kitchen. And then we'll be done. I don't have time to make chocolate pudding right now. I'm sorry, guys. Whenever Lula cooks, it makes me want to go to my parents for a home-cooked meal. Very cool, I think. Damn it. No. Needs a little bit more time. I'm waiting until literally when the meatball alarm goes off, I'm going to drain these. But pasta from home ain't that bad. So I'm going to remember next time it's going to be 3 eggs to the amount of flour that I had. Definitely needs those 3 eggs. And then we'll just, and if it's too sticky, then it's better to add flour incrementally than to add egg later. Just saying. So we're going to turn this up a little bit since we have our stuff coming. There it is. Alright, gonna drain the pasta. Draining the pasta. Okay, hot pot, hot pot, hot pot. Oh my god. Hang on. 1 second. Oh, that's all the water. If I want to make more noodles, I can make more noodles. Wonderful pasta noodles right here. Okay. New meta, right? Is that a pasta on a hanger? Yes, I am drying my pasta on a hanger. It works. It works, I promise. Oh, it's breaking off. Why are you breaking? But I'm gonna let the pasta dry out and I'm gonna use it for later. Alright, so our pasta is done. Our meatballs are done. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at those babies. Okay, where's my tongs? I know I have tongs somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Lord. Jeez. Louise. Alright. Get this back out again. Oh, heavy cream first. Heavy cream first. Granite though, right? Alright, so we're turning up our gravy here. Let's see, 25 minutes left. We're doing good, fam. There's that color that we know for that Swedish gravy. There it is. There it is. It was going to be a bit strong from where you let it cook a bit long, but should be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Not usually worried about long cooking a roux either. Just gotta scrape off the sides and just kind of incorporate it back into the stuff here. Alright, so we're gonna turn it up now. We're gonna turn our gravy up. We're gonna add our meatballs now. And you know, a little bit of the fat from the juices that leaked out of the meatballs are gonna go in here, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that. It's gonna make it look a little bit greasy, but you know what? I don't care. I couldn't find my tongs, so this is what I gotta do. Get in my belly. Okay, boom. So we're going to let the meatballs cook in the gravy, and it's going to thicken our gravy by cooking it in here in the sauce, because we're going to be evaporating it, and we're going to give the flavor of the beef to the gravy and the flavor of the gravy to the meatballs. And I need olive oil. I need olive oil. I'm going to take the olive oil to the noodles real quick. Toss them together so that they won't stick. It's more authentic without the tongue. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Alrighty, so just gonna toss this in some olive oil so that they don't stick so much. And I'm turning the temperature of this a little bit up because we do have kind of a crowded pan. Where can I find the recipe? I will post the recipe. Subscribers will always get the recipes I make ahead of time. I'm writing this into the food blog tonight. Not tonight. Yes, tonight. I'm just not going to write an entire entry of a blog. I'm just going to be like, here's the recipe I use, bitches. Watch the video, and that's going to be it. Customers bugging me while I watch Lulaboo? Rude. Alright, well that's cooking. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to clean up and get ready to plate because we're pretty much done. So, told you guys I'd make it. Shit. Okay, so I don't need this. I don't need this. Put this away. Just please enjoy the view of watching gravy cook, I guess. It's like so nice. I got my salt and pepper handy because I know I'm going to need it right now. Just got to do a taste test. Ooh, it's getting greasy. And it's getting skin on top. But it's thickening up nicely, so that's what I wanted. Just going to stir everything together. Hi, Miss Lula. Hi, chat. What's up, Lesson? How are you today? I would love to try it out. Riving Matrix, you... Oh, I'll send it out again. For the subscribers in the channel, I will send it out again tonight. The link that I used for the gravy and the Swedish meatballs. And I'll link you the Mario Batali recipe for the pasta too, if you want. I'm very happy to see someone that is a good cook and enjoy doing it just for home. I do. I really enjoy cooking. I have a large batch of Swedish meatballs. I'm definitely going to have to give these away. Alright, it's time to taste test. We got to make sure that the gravy tastes good. Taste test. Needs more pepper. Tiny bit more salt. Not a lot of salt, actually. Just a tiny bit of salt. But definitely the pepper. Just a tiny, tiny bit of salt. But we have the nice thickness of the gravy. Look at that. Back at the spoon test. Really well. We have nice thickness. See, look at that. Good thickness right there. That's what we're looking for. If it stays like that, that's gravy. Got a gravy texture. Don't forget, as soon as it cools down, it's going to get even thicker. So I'm turning it off right here. Doing well. Waiting for my pizza to get here while I make myself more hungry watching you cook. Well, I appreciate it. Alright, I guess, guys, it's time to plate. Actually, just a tiny bit of salt. Just a tiny, tiny bit of salt. Not a lot. Alright, oh, okay, yeah, that was my salt shaker. Still kind of trying to get used to the new salt shaker. That was not cool. Alright, that's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. So I'm just mixing up the salt together here. I'm trying to mix up that salt that I just put in. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. We're gonna grab ourselves a nice spoonful of noodles. It's a linguine noodles. Homemade, fresh pasta, you know. Since I got dick else to do the rest of the day, I might as well make pasta from scratch. Just kidding, I have Raid. Gotta separate the pasta noodles. Alright, cool. So, there's our pasta. Yes, large batch of meatballs, too large. I volunteer as tribute to come over and help empty the pot. Yo, this looks good. It is good. Alright, so have our meatballs here and our gravy. I hear candy bar wrappers in the pantry. Honey, you want some? Okay. Gotta get out Tally's stuff. Not a lot of noodles, more meatballs than noodles for Tally because I know he's on a protein diet. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of noodle, but a lot of bit of meatballs for Tally. I did not make lingonberry sauce, totally forgot. Alright, this is for Tally. Here you go, honey. More meatballs and noodles. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh, I need parsley. Huh? Parsley would be great. Give me 1 second, you guys. Whew. Okay. Prep can. Here it is. Here it is. I need parsley. Guys, I'm about to start the tally taste test. What does tally say? There it is. There's the parsley. Nice bits of parsley going in there. It's my food right here. Time for the tally taste test. What did you say? Says it's good!
Better than Ikea.
Better than Ikea, he says. Alright, I gotta take a picture of this. How about that raid? In about 20 minutes. That's how we make the pudding. No! Okay, I gotta take a picture of this really quick. Okay,